Okay. So do we know that? I am the place where God shows up. Yes?
Yes.
Can you say that? I am the place where God shows up. Now that's the truth. Good morning again. And good morning, Facebook land. Everybody breathe into this space. Today's Palm Sunday. Oh, I have to tell you, Reverend Suzanne and I went to Rafe's farewell party as Reverend Rafe is moving across the country over into Maryland to take the Maryland church. And Rafe reminded me, and Reverend Suzanne said, I don't think I've ever heard that. And Rafe reminded me he was in Santa Rosa in my class for financial freedom. And every time I taught financial freedom, which I think I taught it like 13 times, the people would come into the classroom and I'd say, do you feel that it's better to receive or better to give than to receive? And most people, anybody, thinks it's better to give than to receive. Anybody feel that way? Yeah. And I tell, well, good. If you feel that way, then if it's better to give, I'm wanting you to just exhale. Don't breathe in, just exhale, because you're just going to give. Now see how long you last. Because all of life is about giving and receiving. And that's so important for each one of us to remember, because we don't just give. We open the door to receive. And just like our breath. Oh, yes.
Gold nuggets.
I have to breathe in. What?
Gold nuggets.
Oh, yes, thank you. All right. So, we always do gold nuggets here. And one of the things about the gold nugget is there's going to be something really important for you today. Yes?
Yes.
And it's going to open your heart. It's going to be something that you get to take with you. So you write it down and we share the gold nuggets if you feel so inclined. You don't have to. But the gold nugget's important for you to leave today with a gift to receive so that you can open your hearts in a greater way. Okay? Good? Yes. So today's Palm Sunday. And Palm Sunday is truly the celebration of new beginnings, of new life. And Palm Sunday celebrates Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. And Palm Sunday is the beginning of Holy Week. In the Christian tradition, I can remember Palm Sunday as a child. I would be so excited about it because I knew during the week we would be going to church on Monday, Thursday. We'd be going to church on Friday, and then wake into the Easter morning, Sunday morning. This is the beginning of the Christian tradition of Holy Week. And palm fronds were placed on the path of Jesus. And that was a sign at the time of praise and respect for this young man. However, much earlier, before the time of Jesus, was the pagan celebrations. The celebrations of Esther, the pagan goddess. And hot crust buns were marked with a cross, baked to celebrate the springtime goddess, Esther. The cross on the buns represent, I don't know if you know this, but represent the 4 seasons and the 4 phases of the moon. Colored eggs were used as symbols of new life, birthing into spring. You see, eggs were Easter celebration way before the celebration of Jesus going into Jerusalem. And so that celebration was taken over when the Christian tradition started. In truth, it was the celebration of the goddess. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting that CSL's theme for this month, in Science of My magazine, for sale on the back table, $5.50. We gotta get a plug in somewhere. The CSL theme for this month is vulnerability, asking us to move into emotional honesty emotional honesty and uncertainty, and to surrender. Wow, what a thing to do for this month. Isn't it all interesting as to what we personally and as a community are experiencing with all our changes and challenges that are taking place? The celebration of 15 years ending as spiritual leader, the uncertainty and change, yet we know we have the ability to move into that change because we are a faith-based community. Yes? Yes. It is our faith that guides us through this process. I don't know about you, but it's huge. It's huge for me. It's huge for you. It's very big for Reverend Suzanne. She's going, okay. I won't call you, she said, when we drove out to Reverend Grace. I said, you better call, because I'm the one that's going to be over there lonely, wondering what the heck is going on here. After 15 years, this is big for all of us. And so as we embrace these new beginnings, allowing the birthing of great possibilities for each and every one of us to hatch into something new and wonderful and huge for this community. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. It's change with a capital C. Asking each one of us to go deeper. Asking each one of us to open wider in faith, in trust. Everything always works out for us. And to be willing to accept all of the emotions that are coming up around this, that change brings for us. Reverend Suzanne asked Rick to find some pictures. He came up to me yesterday of me and my other church life, and he said, I don't know where anything is. So we went and found some. And the changes in me, the changes that have taken place, it's all good. It's a normal outpicturing of new growth, new opportunities, new beginnings. And isn't it interesting that it's all taking place at the beginning of spring, this new awakening. And so let us each embrace the excitement as we move forward, knowing our vision of infinite possibilities is what guides us and leads us all the way. Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. We're being asked to bravely step into the unknown. I have no idea what my life's going to look like outside of this church. You've been my life for 15 years. You have no idea what your life is going to look like without me leading it. But you've got a great person in Reverend Suzanne. She's going to guide you through every nook and cranny of this opportunity. So she better call me. Something new is being birthed at FCSL. So we have to let go and let God. Let's just know that. Let go, let God. Because we want to get out of the way of infinite possibilities. So grab one of my old faith books that are in the back that are well marked up and lots of notes in there. It's filled with faith. It's filled with love. With all my marks and all my notes. Let them support you. Small donation or no donation. Just please help yourself. I love the idea that these books are going to your home and your heart. And let us each be guided to deepen our faith. This is a time that asks us to step into the unknown, to step into possibilities. Like the artist who faces a blank white canvas. That's what we're doing here. All of us. And the artist looks at that blank canvas and questions how to begin, what's waiting for my inspiration to come out. This is why community is so valuable. You're not alone. You don't have to face this by yourself. You don't have to face the blank canvas alone. You get to do this together with your vision, with your possibilities. And together, you are powerful. Together in faith and together in trust, we know the best is yet to come. Everybody breathe into that. Not only in the life of this community, but in your personal life, the best is yet to come. Because you see, I totally believe that as we know this within ourselves and know it for each other, it becomes huge. Let go. Let God. The best is yet to come. And everything always works out for us. Everything always works out for this community. I've been here 15 years, and and Reverend Suzanne has been here that and longer. And we can tell you there have been times we got to the edge of some change and something taking place that was pretty scary. And everything always worked out, didn't it, Reverend Suzanne? It always did. It worked out better than what we ever thought was possible. That's what I'm asking you all to hold. Not only for yourselves, but hold it for me too. The truth is that good is already ours. It is the faith of this community. It is the friendship. It is the love. We don't have to seek it out or chase it down. Good is already yours. It's already here. And you are the holders of this good, the keepers of this community. We're each unique, individualized expressions of the presence. And each one of us possesses that divine spark that gives us life at the center of our being. That sacred and holy place is alive and well within you and within me. We've got to trust that with great expectation, excitement, and joy. This is the strength that we never can be separated or separate from our source. This is our strength. Let's repeat that. This is where our strength is. We never, ever can be separated from our source, the very life breath that breathes within us. New beginnings, and new beginnings in this Holy Week is asking each and every one of us to remember the qualities of God that are inherent at our very core. God and I are one. Oh, I say that a lot. God and I are one. Moment by moment, our bodies remind us of the unity that lives within each and every one of us. Automatically, our heart beats. We breathe in and out. We don't have to stop and say, okay, breathe, exhale, breathe. No, it's automatic. What's that? What's the intelligence within us that's automatic? I believe it's the spirit of life that keeps us breathing and living and beating our heart. Never separate. Our mind records what our eyes see. Our eyes see the beauty of new beginnings, of the spring coming into absolute full bloom. The kingdom of God's good is at hand in us, through us, and around us, and for us. It is time we each strengthen our connection to the very source that lives at the center of our being. Daily, it's up to each and every one of us to remember who we truly are. As we do this, I guarantee you that we can relax greater into a greater sacred essence of our being and a greater into the unknown. I think that's the most exciting thing. At least it feels that way for me. The unknown. I have absolutely no idea what the months ahead look like for me. But I trust, as I trust and know that for you. Learning to trust our personal spiritual presence as we open to loving ourselves greater, to trust greater, and to naturally drawing our good to us is what we've been taught to do. Yes?
Yes.
So we need to use this time wisely to be lifted up in faith, preparing each one of us to attract a new spiritual leader. You are the focal point, the place that's going to vision and attract your new spiritual leader, who will take you to the next level of even greater good than you have been before. Yes? Yeah. And together with Reverend Suzanne, you will grow your faith stronger in a new way, preparing for new beginnings. I know this for sure. This is your Holy Week. I invite you to make the most of it. New life, new beginnings. So let's take that into prayer. And so we breathe deeply into this sacred and holy place that we have created here together. Knowing and accepting that there's only one life, one power, one all-loving, all-nurturing presence by whatever name. I call this God, the infinite, the divine, the beloved. It doesn't matter what you call it. What matters is that you call on it. And this light and this love and this glory that is so uniquely desiring and expressing uniquely through and in and as each and every one of us is here to serve us, is here to heal us, is here to source us. This is what I know to be true. And where there's a need for a healing, I call forth that miracle-working power of God is mighty and beautiful and excelling each and every one of us beyond our wildest dreams. This is what I know to be true. And if there's someone in your life or your family that is desiring prayer, bring them to mind and hold them in that light of truth, that you see them perfectly, wholly, completely healed in total harmony within their own divine, magnificent self. I know and accept that this community is mighty and powerful and has the vision of something new and wonderful that is yet to be birthed in the life of Foothill Center for Spiritual Living. This is what I know to be true. I know and accept that this person that's going to come and guide you through this next phase of your spiritual life is already being called. And they might not know it yet. I know that everything always works out for each and every one of us. I know that the power and the presence of pure spirit is mighty in my life and in your life and the life of this community. And so with a grateful heart, I just release this, my powerful word, into the ever-living, loving law of God that always says yes, returning to us and through us that we desire. And we give thanks in advance. And we let it be so. And if you're in agreement, please join me in saying, and so it is. Amen.